You're probably familiar with microfinance, right? If nothing else, it's at least a term you've heard before. In short, microfinance is a term used to describe services for people who lack access to opportunities to save, borrow, or invest their money. Most typically, you'll hear this term used to talk about things done in international development to help people in less economically secure countries. You might be familiar with programs online that allow you to lend money to an entrepreneur somewhere in the developing world so they can start their own business. For example, on Kiva's website, Huda is looking for $3,000 so she can buy scissors, shampoo, creams, and other things to start her own salon in Palestine. There are a number of organizations that do this sort of thing. You might recognize a lot of their names. Kiva, Opportunity International, Hope International. Oh, and we're one of them, Plant with Purpose. A lot of you might recognize Plant with Purpose as an environmental organization. And you might wonder, well, microfinance sounds great and it sounds like it helps a lot of people, but what does it have to do with the environment? Why would an organization dedicated to restoring ecosystems care so much and invest so much time in microfinance? Well, for a long time, humanitarian organizations talked about things like ending poverty and creating a better life for humanity, while environmental organizations talked about protecting endangered species and conserving forests. It became too easy to think of these as two separate goals, when really they are way more connected than we often give them credit for. An unhealthy environment is one of the biggest contributors to global poverty. If you don't have healthy soil, water, forests, you can't grow enough food. Most of the world's poor work in agriculture, and an unhealthy environment severely affects their income. Poverty is one of the leading causes of deforestation. In places like Haiti or Ethiopia, trees are often cut down because they can be sold to make charcoal, or so the land can be cleared for grazing. People often know the long-term damage that this could do to their land, but often realize they have no other choice, and they need money for their families immediately. At Plant with Purpose, we've looked at the connection between these different areas of life, and we've realized that if you're going to effectively solve these problems, you need to address them hand in hand. When we started incorporating savings groups as part of our mission, alongside the environmental work we did, we saw something incredible. As savings increased, the amount of trees people planted also increased. They both grew exponentially, and they grew in lockstep. We're pretty firm on the importance of planting trees, but that's not the only thing we do. We also put a lot of resources towards empowering the communities we work with so they can make more sustainable choices for their future and be less reliant on things like clearing forests or cutting down trees. Want to help? Visit plantwithpurpose.org. You can partner with participating communities in countries all around the world. They solve the problems of poverty and their environmental challenges together at the same time. Thanks for watching. That's plantwithpurpose.org.